Thanks for taking the time to come to the Isle of Wight today. Welcome. What do you think of the island?
Well, it's my first visit here and I'm very pleased to be here. It's not quite sun shining, but it's certainly not bad weather for January. So I'm very pleased to be here, and I think I should have come before probably.
Why did you want to come along to accept the invite to come here and see FYT Bus in action, so to speak?
I think it's very important when government takes decisions that we actually see the consequence of that on the ground. It's very easy to sit in a room in Whitehall or Westminster and decide what's going to happen with the country. What's important is to understand what the impact is in local areas. And the Isle of Wight's clearly a success story when it comes to community transport. It's a very good success story in terms of people coming together as a community, different funding streams, lots of volunteer drivers, all working, I think, for the benefit of the community, and that's something I think we should celebrate.
And you've travelled on FYT Bus today. What do you think of the service and the people and the volunteers involved and the community using it?
I think it's absolutely super, and quite clearly without the initiative which is taking place here, there would be people who want to make journeys who would not be able to do so, would be stranded in their homes, living in particular spots where there's no case for a commercial service or even frankly for a council subsidised service. So as has been said, this is the Heineken service. It reaches parts that other buses can't reach.
And what was your reaction when you heard the stats there? Some 791 passengers already used it.
Well, that's 791 journeys. It wouldn't have taken place without this initiative, and many of those wouldn't have had an alternative, would have been left at home. So I think it's a great way to bring the community together and enable the community to do what it wants to do.
And just briefly, if I may ask, you mentioned there the 10 million that the government gave across the country. I think it was 40,000, 42,000 for the Isle of Wight, and there's more coming. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I allocated 10 million last March for community transport to be divided up amongst councils across England. That was very well received and I think very well used by our councils who found ways of supporting existing services and starting new ones, as is the case here in the Isle of Wight.